Joe Cocker. Airplane, feeling all right. Anyway, I had that raspy, lower voice. So, uh, anyway, I knew I could fit in that band. And when the high voices would sing those songs, they did them good. They were good singers, but they didn't sound similar to the record, like a superimposition of the record to really be that uh, close to the original song. But anyhow, and they could sing, Big Al, but I knew that they could use me on some of those songs. So anyway, the leader, his name was Boyd Hunt. He played trumpet, and a 7-piece band, badass band. So anyway, I walked up and I said, "Excuse me," I said, "My name's Alan." I said, "I noticed you have Altec system. I'd really love to test it and sing through it." I said, "Do you guys rehearse?" He goes, "Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow at 1. And I said, "Well, I'd love to buy you a drink. Uh, would you mind if I came in and sang part of one song just to?" He goes, "Oh yeah, come in tomorrow and we'll be here at 1. Get here about 1:45, and yeah, we'll let you do one." I said, "Oh well, thank you very much." I wanted to be in that band. So anyway, I showed up, went in, and started singing. Mustang Sally, I'll do another one. Great God in heaven, I'm your vehicle, babe. I'll do another one. You made me so very happy. I sang about 8 songs. Boy says, you want to go on the road? I said, yes. So, boom. I got to travel with Boyd Hunt, New York, Texas, Florida, Illinois, Iowa, on and on and on. Because I figured if I had said, "Hey, you looking for a singer?" No, we have all the singers we need, and they did. They, like I say, a couple of them, they were better than me. They were better singers, better control, but I had the essence of singers that would make their band better. And so anyway, just a quick story. Now let me go back here and look, and let's see. Maybe I can sing something while how much is that doggy in the window? No, that's not good. Okay, let me look through real. This might be it. We'll see. I think it is. Yep, this is it. Okay, here's what I got going, folks. Now, let me see. I don't know if I put that like that. Let me look from upside down. Well, I can read it to you. Okay, well here, let me start by explaining. Well, no, I'll do this first. The unbelievable voices of, whoop, Crash 3. Okay, the end, I'll hold it. The unbelievable voices of 3 Times Lady. Ladies and gentlemen, it can't get any better than this. Akron, Ohio's greatest female singers of all time. Kathy Hale, Neva Gibson, and Vicki Corday. 5-star. You will not believe the incredible sound from these 3 ladies. To put into words, spectacular, fantastic, supreme, a musical delight. A pleasure to your ears. 5-star. Coming soon. Call the phone number between such and such. Price $500 for 3 hours, which includes 2 15-minute breaks. So anyway, here's what's going on. Okay, well, we're up to an hour and 41 minutes. Okay, we had a dog, Spock. We loved him. He was a rescue. They said he was 8, but he was more like probably 14. We had to put him down. Kathy and I, the love we have for each other, and we're nuts about each other, could not, there's nothing we could do. It'd be like losing a child. And it was horrible. So when we had to put him down, I called my friend Neva. Neva Gibson is one of the greatest ladies of all time. She has a couple ponies. always giving and doing things for people. I love her. Uh, back in the day, she was a beauty queen, queen singer of Akron, queen. I mean, she worked with the best Palombos and uh, oh, what's his name, Jack Fowler. She, I know, and I won't mention. Well, it was a dry dock. I believe this is a fact. He was making 600 a week. She was making 600, and the drummer who didn't sing, sideman, 375. That was good money because at the Brown Derbies we were making 300. And but anyway, and that was great money. That was more than school teachers back then. But anyway, uh, Neva was the queen. Probably could be the best singer in Akron, Ohio. Probably was at the time. And she worked with Joe Holiday and many others. I mean, but anyway, Neva and I became very good friends. I had a crush on her. I don't know if she knew it. I think she knew. But anyhow, uh, our dog passed away. So Neva, she's always finding homes. She's been on the expressway. If a dog's running, she'll get out of her car and run up and down from Arlington to Canton. I mean, she's that kind of a person. Beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside. But anyway, Neva, do you know anybody that has a Jack Russell for sale? I called her the next day because we were dying. And she said, well, let me make a phone call. And I told her what happened. She said, I found one in Columbus. I'm going to go get it for you. Well, she called me back. She said they sold it. So anyway, she said, I'll find you a dog. Well, she went up in Cleveland, showed me a picture of Bandit, and he's got one brown eye. Anyway, she called me back and said, I can pick up the dog today. Do you want this one? I said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it was $400. Neva, they're not rich. I know she's been in politics in Norton. She's done a lot of great things for the community. Even the gazebo there, she planted the flowers. Just on and on and on and on and on. Always helping. People love Neva. Well, anyway, she brought us a dog. She was going to pay for it, you know, and we wouldn't let her. We gave her the money. And, but anyway, we're very good friends again, and I love it. And, but Neva is a badass singer. Well, and so is Vicky Corday. And I'm going to tell the truth here. Don't ever ask Al Moore for an opinion about music or whatever, because I will tell you the truth. Whether you dislike me or not, I don't give a shit. You know, hey, it is what it is, and I'm not going to bullshit you to make you happy. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you. Well, anyway, when Vicky first started, and I'm talking 15 years ago, she had a real good voice, and she could sing. She was good, but her vib for me, and I just said, Vicky. She came up and said, how did I sound? And I said, real good, but you need to lose your vib. And I know it insulted her, and I hated to do it, but you know what? Not to beat up on her, not to brag, only to help. From my point, I was just my perspective. I wanted to give her good advice. And what I mean by vib, let's just say the song is, and she nails this song. Where the boys are. Okay, she would do it. Where the boys are. And it was just a little too much. Well, she joined this ensemble. They traveled to Hawaii. I mean, in this group, 100, I think it was about 100 ladies. They're pros. They're singers, and they competed in competition. And I don't think they won, but they placed very high. So anyway, when Vicky auditioned for him, the instructor told her, you need to lose your vib. I rest my case. See, Vicky, I told you. Anyhow, Gary Ziegler, like I say, promoter. Ziggy is an icon in Canton. He was in politics of some kind. He's been in some of the best bands. He's a badass bass player. He can sing good. And anyway, Ziggy saw it. Vicky looks great. Even today, she looks great. And her husband even says, "My beautiful wife." And he's a good-looking man too for an older guy. He's older than me, and I think he looks younger than me now. I'm wrinkling up, man. I'm getting old. 75. What the hell do you want? So anyway, uh, Ziggy looked at her and said, "You know what? That's a seller." And Vicky is so. They're animal lovers. Uh, God, they're really great people, and I don't tell them that because I'm cocky. I'm pricky. A lot of times I don't say what I feel. But anyway, um, Ziggy gave her a shot, sang in bands, got years of experience. She's a badass. Vicky is a badass. Neva's a badass. Kathy is a badass. So one day I'm sitting here on the computer and I go, you know what? Boy, Neva's back. She's a good. Boy, I'd like to see Neva, Kathy, and Vicky get together. Oh my God, would that be good? So I came up with this idea, and I'm not going to discuss too much figures or anything like that. But anyway, here's my idea. And you saw their $500 for a show. Well, and I know she has commitments with Ziggy. He's coming back from Florida. They have a gig here and there, but I'm going to talk to Vicky and just say, Vicky, it's like La Bamba. Uh, Richie Valens, the guy approached him, the booker, promoter, whatever. He said, "Look, I want you to make records." And Rich said, "Well, I got my band. He goes, "No, you don't. We have another band." And he said, "Make that decision. You can stick with your band, or you can become rich." Well, Richie Valens, he had to do what he had to do, just like Ziggy. She, she owes Ziggy, um, and I've got some great opportunities for him too to make money on this deal, but I won't go into that's all technical stuff. But anyway, um, and Ziggy, they've been around. He's got a big following, but they've been heard quite often. But what I'm saying here now, I put these three girls together. I want them to do one 50s show set. Oxford shoes, maybe, skirts, Mickey Mouse hat, whatever, ears, whatever. I want oldies but goodies. I met her on the Monday, my heart stood still. Do run, 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 do run, run. Our day will come. Let's see. Now, there's a lady, and her name is Sarah Collins. And she's big, big, big time in Europe. Big time. Before I talk about her, I'm going to tell you another thing. And I told Neva about this girl. Her name is Eva Cassidy. If you can go on YouTube, look for Eva Cassidy Over the Rainbow. Now, I know Liza Minnelli is a wonderful kick butt performer. Her mom was Judy Garland. Well, anyway, I thought this was so cool. Someone said, "Hey, Liza, sing Over the Rainbow." And she said, "It's been sung." Okay. Um, anyway, another story. I'll make this real quick. Patti LaBelle, she sings in the toilet. I love her. I had the privilege of meeting Billy Joel, and I'll come back to this. Mike came down to Akron. When I joined their band, I never rehearsed. He had a few chord charts, and most of it I played before. And anyhow, we went down to Luigi's Pizza, and Mike says, "Oh man, that place is cool." And I said, "Well, I'm going to take you to Quaker Square. It used to be Quaker Oats, Hilton, and let's see if there's anything going on musically or whatever." So we went there. We looked in the bar. There was about 6 people sitting in there. Nope, nothing. So we went downstairs where the music was, nothing going on. And I said, oh, no music. And the waitress says, no, but Billy Joel's up in the bar. So since I worked at the Breakaway, I had a lot of experience. And I've got stories I could tell you from the Breakaway. But anyway, went back upstairs and I told Mike, if you talk to Billy Joel, don't goo goo gaga, talk about regular things. So anyway, the way it fell out, I ended up sitting next to Billy Joel. Mike was on the other side of Billy Joel and his bodyguard. They had a bodyguard. Anyway, and we started talking, and I can say it now, and it's no big deal. And I started asking, what do you think about Billy? Or not? I mean, I said, what do you think about Patti LaBelle? He goes, well, I'm not a big fan, but me blows me away. But I asked him who his two favorite singers were, and he said Ray Charles and Frank Sinatra. Uh, and I respect and know Frank Sinatra's great, but to me, Frank Sinatra's more of a, that's why the lady is a tramp. You understand every single word, but it's sort of mechanical. It's almost like he's talking, but he's got a nice talking, singing, whatever. I respect him. I think he's great. But if I was going to listen to someone, I like Ronnie McDowell. Some of the ladies don't like him. They think he's screaming. But I like Luther Vandross. I like Gladys Knight. I love Aretha Franklin. Um, so anyway, Bill and I started talking, and man, it was like we hit it off so well. And he did a show at Akron U, but he had a little bit of a cold, and all, he wanted to talk. He wanted to educate people. He could tell them things, and all they wanted him to do was sing. Well, sing. Now, he was trying to give and share, and he told me things about the business. I mean, it was great. And they had a bartender. Now this bartender, he was a black guy. Well, at closing time, okay, everybody out, everybody out. And I'm thinking, and Billy Joel, he says, is there anything else going on? I said, nothing I'm aware of. But anyway, Kathy was so mad because I just made spaghetti that night. And I should have said, Billy, why don't you come over to the house? But I didn't think of it. And I've got pictures. I didn't have the guts to ask him. I didn't, you know what? For a change, instead of goo goo gaga autographs, I know that it must be tough on these stars signing autographs, and so I didn't have the heart to do it. We got along so good. I wished I'd asked him for a picture, but you know what? I felt good that I didn't. I kept my composure. But anyway, he was telling me he did an album with Ray Charles, and he told me, he said, I know he thought I was, but he said, if you ever play with Ray Charles, don't watch his foot because it's a timing thing. Ray Charles is so funky. I said, Georgia, oh, well. So anyway, but he's so funky. He's got the clock. Oh, another quick story. Used to do karaoke up at Brimfield at Otto's. And they had a band come in. There was Sonny Robinson, black guy from New York. Great band. Sonny was a badass. He was really, I mean, he could sing. And so anyway, Ziggy knew I played guitar. And he goes, hey, get out, play guitar, get out. So Sonny called me up, and I played with him. And people, I could write a book, folks. Well, after all the stuff, it's not about sex. It's not about drugs or killing. Not enough. It'd probably be kind of boring. Maybe back when Mark Twain was writing books. But anyhow, I sang and played a couple songs. And Sonny gave me a true compliment that went right here. I mean, I'll carry this till I die. It meant so much. He could have said, "Yeah, man. Hey, you sing pretty good, man." Yeah, oh yeah, you can play that guitar. Yeah, you're good. Now I can play with Eric Clapton where I am right now and play riff for riff. I am a good. I'm a very good guitar player. Some guitar players are from outer space, freaks, but I could hold my own. And but anyway, I played good guitar. I sang good, and so anyway, he said something to me that I knew he meant it. And when you play music for years, you got soul, you got the feel, you got. He goes, man, from a black man to a white boy, a cracker. He said, you got the clock. Man, I loved it. Thank you, Sonny. Yes, I do, and so do you. But thank you, because it's about timing, inflection. Uh, there's so much to music. When I was playing with Mike Morris, he played a chord, and I said, "What is that?" And I knew it was abstract. It was really a cool chord. He says, "Well, it's a B minor flat of the 13th." I said, "Okay." So I played it. He said, "Do you know how many musicians can do that?" He said, "Hardly. No one I can think of right now." He was amazed. Uh, they say, what's the difference between a picker, I play guitar, and a musician? People, I'm a musician. Okay, I've done it all my life. I should know. I should know something. It's been my life. I can't do anything else. I'm not. I'm. There's nothing special about me, but cooking. Yeah, but music is my life. When I was little, I gave up my bike. Uh, when I was in seventh grade, I was upstairs. My mom and dad were downstairs in the bar working restaurant, and I was up there listening to music, playing records. And man, oh, I had all Chubby Shakers, all three albums. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Oh, I loved it. And ba 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 dam ba ba dam dang a dang dang a dong ding blue moon blue moon dip dip dip. Oh man, that song sent me to the moon. And I know I don't have a falsetto. I'm weak from dialysis, but it's been like heaven being here with you, angel baby. Anyway, there's a moon out tonight. So I used to go to the skating rink and I'd skate. No, I didn't skate because you know why? Because I didn't want to mess up my hair. I was too cool, man. So I'd wait for the dance, and that's when Big Al got it, man. I loved to dance, and I was a good dancer. And so anyway, um, music, music, man. I love it. So anyway, back to the which story do I want now? But anyway, Neva, Vicky, and Kathy. I want them to do a 50 set. I want them to come out. Oxford shoes, boom to boom, dresses. Then a dance set. Okay. And then a lady's choice. The dance set, there's a place in Hartville at the flea market. You go upstairs, they have like New York band type clothing, cool stuff. For the dance set, that'd be great. And on Ladies' Choice, I want them to wear tuxedos. Here's my connotation. Well, I don't know if that's the right word, but anyway. Hey Tracy, Paulette, you still hanging in there? I trust them. They got my back. Who else? Who else would watch this? And Herb. That's three. I don't know if I'll watch it again. I don't have 2 hours and 2 hours and 1 minute and 31 seconds. That's how much I've talked. But anyway, the third set I want them to wear tuxedos, black tuxedos, ladies' choice. Okay, three sets, $500, which is a steal. And during these days, and I'm gonna tell them, they don't even know anything what's going on here. I mentioned it to Vicky. She said, "Well, I've got a few commitments," but she's willing to listen. Neva, just a little bit. I haven't gone into detail. She's sort of excited. Kathy's ready. Yeah, this is like a new. See, it's like a plane, folks. Most bands, most things, they level out and then they crash. This idea I have here, we're going to Mars. We're going to climb. This is positive. With all, even the Beacon Journal, I'd like to get an article in the Beacon, maybe on the front page even, because with all the Biden, people are mad at him, Pruden, with all that, with all the Disney World stuff, all the negatives, all the crap in the world, this would be a breath of fresh air. So anyway, there's a girl named Sarah Collins, and she's a big time over in Europe, big time, and she's on YouTube over and over. I mean, but she does male songs. Even Barry White, the first, my last, my everything. Anyhow, Vicky could nail the. I mean, I've gone through the one day, and I went to Dallas. I was goofy because I was up for 18 hours, obsessed with what I'm doing here. This was so much fun, and like I'm telling them, I don't want money. I just want to be creative. I want to show off that I'm a creative genius, and it's like Donald Trump when he was president. A lot of people didn't understand, and if you're not a Trump fan, I don't care. My opinion. No, Trump didn't love the blacks. He didn't love Al Gore, Kathy. He didn't, and maybe he had feelings. Who knows what's in the heart? But he had one thing, and a lot of people don't like my ego. But you know what? I'm egotistical. Okay, let me sit back for. I'm egotistical on the Cub Scout. That's just the way it is. If you don't have, show me a good loser, and I'll show you a loser. Donald Trump, because of his ego, he wanted to be a great president. He fought with the gas companies, keep the gas down. He didn't want to buy oil from Russia and give them control. He got back $3 billion from China and Russia on all the tariffs and all the things they screwed us on. He got it back. Obama, when he retired, he had set up he could take all his friends and family and go over to Muslim land for free on America's expense. Trump stopped that. Everything Trump promised, he did. He worked for free. He gave his pay to charity. Yeah. Asshole, Mel Jones, I don't know. I don't care. I'm just saying, look at the gas prices now. You know what? Biden stopped him from doing things in Alaska and on and on. And they lied, him and his son. And it's on the news, folks. They got $5 million from China. And his Biden's son. And even when they were debating, Trump and Biden, Trump threw it up to him. He knew about it. And Biden said, well, you're the one that probably got the money, not me. And he lied. And that's okay. You know, maybe Trump lies. They're politicians. Maybe they all lie. But I'm not going to go into politics. Man, what am I doing? So anyway, to get back to the show. Anyway, this Sarah Collins, she sings men's songs. Sugar pie, honey bunch. She's a fine singer. And what's cool is I've only caught her. I watched probably 100 and some videos wearing the same outfit twice. One of them's a green shirt, so you know I'm not BSing. But that one day I spent 18 hours from morning till night planning and thinking and going through these songs. And I've selected songs for Neva, for Kathy, and for Vicky. And I would tell them, no, if you don't like any of these songs, you don't have to do a one of them. Come, you know what I'm thinking. 50s show, dance set with disco hot songs, and then Ladies' Choice. Then you can do what you want with tuxedos on. So anyway, oh, there goes the eye again. Let's see, where am I headed from here? Oh, anyway, and here's the thing. Here's the thing about egos. Neva, Vicky, Kathy's Floyd, and Karen Carpenter's. Now, if you want to do a Carpenter song, maybe, but let her do it. And there's things Neva. Neva's got the high range. Vicky's got a real good range with real nice lows. Kathy, they're all different. Kathy can't sing. If they do 100 songs, Kathy can't do songs better than Vicky. Vicky's going to kick Kathy's butt on a lot of songs. Neva's going to kick Vicky's butt on a lot of songs. Vicky's going to kick Neva's butt on a lot of songs. Kathy's going to kick Neva's butt on a lot of songs. Neva's going to kick. They're all great. Three great powers. Wow. And I'm so excited putting this together. It's just like, man, I can't wait. It's going to be the hottest thing. And it might bring, if we can find someone who believes in this. Of course, on YouTube, everything will be there. If you want to hire us for a gig, great. Dave Corday, and he'll be paid equally. But he's got a great sound system, and he knows how to run it. So we definitely want, that's Vicky's husband, Dave Corday. You know, with him running sound and the selection, we're pretty obsolete. I haven't got updates in 20 years. Corday's on top of it. He takes care of business. Him sound, them, and I'm going to show you something here. I bought these for my Elvis show. These chairs are really cool. And what I plan on doing is, and what else? There was something else. Anyway, I want two chairs in the back and a chair, and then a screen in the front. So the girl who's singing goes up to the mic and sings. Now, if they all want to sing, they can all stand up. But you know what? No offense, they're not 25 years old anymore. So Kathy is